Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, my name is Wena Olivia Safai Kramsyah. I am student at Sunan Gunung Jati Bandung State Islamic University, major Public Administration. This is my final test about tourist attraction. In here, I will explain about Yogyakarta's attraction. And now, let's go to the video. Yogyakarta is one of the most famous city in Java and also one of the most interesting. It is known across Indonesia as the cultural capital of the country, and it is also a university town that has a reputation for attracting artists and intellectuals who flock here to enjoy the arts scene and the cafe culture. The city is also notable in Indonesia as it is technically a sultanate, and the royal family has been a fixture of the city since the 1700s. As a result, many of Yogyakarta's attractions relate to the royals, but through its surrounding roads, you will also find a wealth of the museum here as well as workshop and handicraft shop. Yogyakarta is also known for its famous surroundings as it at the base of Mountain Merapi and is close to iconic sites in Java such as Borobudur and Prambanan temples. Many people combine a trip to Yogyakarta with a visit to this site, but if you only have time to take in the main part of the city, then you can still enjoy a range of eateries, cafe, and some monument and shopping venues. And then, let's explore to the best things to do in Yogyakarta.
First, you must go to Indrayanti Beach. Many visitors to Jogja won't realize that it is actually located close to the Indian Ocean, and actually the southern side of the city stretches along the coastline and consists of Indrayanti Beach. The strip of golden sand here is clean and inviting, and you will also find a range of small Indonesian cafes and stalls set up along the coastline where you can get some simple noodle dishes as well as cool drink and coconuts. Second, explore the Karaton. The Karaton Kasultanan Yogyakarta Hadiningrat is probably the most famous attraction in Yogyakarta and is simply another name for the royal palace. The Sultan and his family still reside here, although you can visit the Karaton Museum where you can learn more about the royal family as well as get an insight into traditional Javanese art and culture. If possibly, try to time your visit so that you are in the area around 9 a.m. as there are cultural shows held here every day. Third, you can try traditional food in Yogyakarta. There is gudeg. This basically consists of jackfruit which is boiled with coconut milk to form a kind of curry. It is served with rice and it is not to be missed if you are in this city. And some of the best known places to find it include Balai Raos, Ibu Ageng, and Gudeg Pawon, which is located on Janturan Street. If you want to try a wider range of typical treats from Yogyakarta, then you can also take a food tour, and this become increasingly popular in recent years, with several companies to choose from. After you go to Indrayanti Beach, you can go to Wediombo Beach. Wediombo Beach means white sand beach, which tells you everything you need to know about what to expect on a visit here. The soft golden sand sprawls for miles along the coastline, and locals flock here to enjoy the delights of the sea, including fishing. The waters in this part of Yogyakarta are full of a range of different species, although one of these native to the area is the Panjo fish. The beach is located at the base of a sea of rolling hills, and one of the best things to do here is climb up and cliff and then take in the beautiful views over the water. and then you can walk along to Jalan Malioboro. Jalan Malioboro is the most famous street in Yogyakarta, and as such you can miss a trip here when you visit the city. The street is also usually visited at the same time as the Beringharjo market, and all along Jalan Malioboro you will find items for sale, such as clothes, batik fabrics, jewelry, sandals, and traditional Japanese arts and crafts. If you want to explore the market, then you will need to come here between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. But if you just want to enjoy the famous archery in the city and its sight and sounds, then try to come after dark when the street really comes alive. And then the last, you can go to Taman Sari. As well as the famous Keraton or Royal Palace, no trip to Yogyakarta is complete without a visit to Taman Sari, which is also often referred to as the Taman Sari Water Castle. The castle is located to the southwest of the Royal Palace and would have been extremely grand in its time, and made up of a network of pools, streams, and royal buildings for the enjoyment of the Sultan and his family. Nowadays, it has fallen into disrepair and much of the water palace is gently crumbling. Although this adds to the experience, and you can spend an afternoon wandering around the graceful ruins which date from the 1700s. You will also find a section of the underground tunnels which are not to be missed, and you can take a guided tour for a small fee or simply to go it alone. Okay, that's all of my explain about Yogyakarta's attraction. See you on my next video. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.